It is time to take you to school. And today, I am super excited to get into a story of independence and freedom.
I'm with you, little bro. Today, we are sharing interesting facts about Juneteenth for students. Buckle in as we get ready to take you back in time to share historical facts about a day that is not only celebrated in the United States, but throughout the world. That is because Juneteenth represents freedom.
I like how you said that, big sis. Why don't you start things off with what Juneteenth is?
Okay, if you have never heard of Juneteenth, it is a holiday celebrating the end of slavery in the United States.
Nice. One of the cool things about Juneteenth is how unique the holiday's name is. The holiday got its name by combining the name June and the number 19. The day is also sometimes called Juneteenth Independence Day, Freedom Day, or Emancipation Day. But hey, let's really dig into history. Take us back to 1863, big sis.
Okay, when sharing facts from history about Juneteenth, many students of history have shared the same story about the origin of the Juneteenth holiday. In 1863, during the American Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared more than 3 million slaves living in the Confederate States to be free.
The crazy part about this date was it was like the Emancipation Proclamation 2.0.
What are you talking about, little bro?
Check this out. Abraham Lincoln issued the first version of the Emancipation Proclamation on September 22nd, 1862. This was basically a warning to the Southern states. It said that if the Southern states did not stop their rebellion by January 1st, 1863, then the proclamation would go into effect. When the Confederacy didn't listen, Lincoln issued the final Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863.
So the Emancipation Proclamation was more strategy, like in a video game. The reason I say that is, yes, I get it, where you are saying Lincoln freed the slaves in the southern states, but not in the Union states. The reason some say he did this was Britain and France had considered supporting the Confederacy in order to expand their influence in the Western Hemisphere. But Lincoln knew many European states were against slavery. So this was a way of stopping other nations from getting involved in the United States Civil War.
Well, Lincoln's plan worked. In government, when looking at the executive, the judicial, and the legislative branch, this was one of the big moments in history when Lincoln flexed his executive power. It led to the end of the Civil War. Robert E. Lee surrendered the last major Confederate army to Ulysses S. Grant on April 9th, 1865.
And that is where the legend of Juneteenth began. After General Robert E. Lee's surrender, the story is told that Gordon Granger, a Union general, arrived in Galveston, Texas, to inform enslaved African Americans of their freedom and that the Civil War ended. The former slaves immediately began to celebrate the ending of slavery with prayer, food, song, dance, and wearing new clothes to represent newfound freedom.
And the celebration didn't stop there, my friend. African Americans would continue celebrating Juneteenth in other states as an annual tradition. One huge story from history goes back to 1872. That is where a group of African American ministers and business entrepreneurs purchased 10 acres of land in Houston, Texas, and created Emancipation Park, where they planned to hold the city's annual Juneteenth celebration.
Many states would go on to make Juneteenth an official state holiday, as Texas did in 1980. Looking back to June 17th, 2021, Juneteenth became the 11th holiday recognized by the federal government. The Senate passed a bill on June 15th to recognize Juneteenth as a holiday, and the House approved it the very next day.
I thought in order for something like this to happen in government, it not only needed the House and Senate, but the president's signature too.
You are right, little bro. Making things official, the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden, signed the bill into law the day after that, immediately giving federal employees the day off to celebrate Juneteenth.
And there you have it, sharing interesting facts about the Juneteenth holiday for students.
Thanks for watching, and have a happy Juneteenth, everyone!